Hey there. Before we even get started, let me ask you something. Have you ever sat down and tried to figure out your finances? Open a spreadsheet, pulled up a mortgage calculator, started Googling things like how much house can I afford? And let's be real, within about 10 minutes you felt anxious, confused, behind, and honestly, a little embarrassed that you don't already know all of this stuff. And if so, welcome. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Because today, we're talking about something that almost no one talks about in the financial world. Financial overwhelm isn't logical, it's emotional. And so mortgages specifically make your chest tighten. And if you're super scared of being judged, if jargon makes you shut down, if you're worried you'll make the wrong decision and regret it for decades, this is the video for you. No pressure, no math quiz, no, you should already know this, just clarity. One layer at a time, kind of like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So why does overwhelm feel so heavy? So let's be crystal clear about something. You are not overwhelmed because you're bad with money. You're overwhelmed because your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. And so here's where people get it wrong. What they think overwhelm means is, I'm not smart enough. Everyone else gets this. I just don't. I should have already learned this. But that's not true at all. Not only is mortgage quite complicated, but also it's not anything that anybody teaches you in school. So what overwhelm actually means is too many decisions plus too much uncertainty plus emotional stakes equals shutdown. And that's the truth. And mortgages, they check every single one of those freaking boxes. Because this isn't like buying a couch. It isn't picking a phone plan. It isn't even like buying a freaking car. No matter how much people want to put these two things together. This is the biggest debt that most people will ever take on. And it's tied to your safety, to your family, to your future, to where you want to make memories, your identity as an adult who should have their life together, all of these things. So of course it feels heavy. And here's the part that nobody really warns you about. When emotions run high, logic goes the heck offline. And honestly, it's a reason that so many people avoid people like me to begin with. And it's not a personality flaw. It's literally neuroscience. And so if you've ever thought to yourself, I can't even think straight about this. This is stressing me out. Every option feels freaking wrong. I'm afraid to ask questions because I don't want to sound dumb. Guess what? It's not incompetence. It truly is emotional overload. And so now we're going to step back for a second and we're going to talk about the fear that no one wants to admit out loud. I'm anxious about being judged for not understanding how mortgages work. I hear it literally every single week. People will say things like, this might be a stupid question, or I should probably know this, or I really don't want to waste your time. That one actually gets me the most. And I want you to hear this so super clearly. Not knowing mortgage terms is not a moral failure. In fact, I'm going to be real. Sometimes I forget what some of those acronyms are too. And I've worked in the space for over 20 years.
Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Imagine having the power to control your financial destiny, no matter where you start. Welcome to the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform, where financial education is tailored to your unique journey. We cover everything you need, from basic budgeting and saving strategies to advanced investing and retirement planning. Learn at your own pace with lessons that match your level of experience. Whether you're a beginner or looking to enhance your financial knowledge, join our community of learners and benefit from shared insights and expert guidance. The Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform equips you with the skills and confidence to take charge of your financial future. Ready to master your finances? Enroll in our courses today at the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform. Start your path to financial independence now.
Visit us at fms.tips and fms.college for more information.
Hello and welcome to PBJ Mortgage, where your home ownership dreams become reality. Today, we want to share why choosing PBJ Mortgage is the right choice for your home financing needs. At PBJ Mortgage, we're built on a foundation of values that drive us every day. Our commitment to educate, empathize, and empower our clients sets us apart in the mortgage industry. Our clients are at the heart of everything we do, and their success stories speak volumes. With years of experience, our team possesses in-depth knowledge of the mortgage programs, ensuring you receive expert guidance and the best possible rates. We offer a diverse range of loan options to suit your unique needs, including conventional, FHA, VA, and more. No matter your situation, we've got a solution. At PBJ Mortgage, we pride ourselves on providing personalized service. Our dedicated loan officers are here to guide you every step of the way, making the process as smooth as making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We understand that time is of the essence, which is why we've streamlined our processes for efficiency and convenience. Transparency and clear communication are paramount. You'll always know where you stand throughout your mortgage journey. Reach out to us today to set up a call to discover your options. If you're ready to make your home ownership dreams a reality, contact PBJ Mortgage today. Let us empower you during this exciting journey. Phone number 4693733 107 www.pbjteam.com. Visit our website or give us a call to get started. We look forward to helping you secure your future home. PBJ Mortgage, where home begins.
Thanks for your patience.
Mortgages are specialized language, one you were never formally taught, one that changes constantly, truly constantly. No one can ever agree on everything, right? And yet somewhere along the way, people are made to feel like if you don't get this, something's wrong with you. You have to understand every single detail in order to be able to do this. And so what happens? They stay quiet and they nod and they Google and they guess, or they ask 800 people who don't really matter their opinions about how it works. And by the way, hashtag, those people aren't experts. Probably not a good plan. And that silence, that's where the overwhelm multiplies. Because now you're not just freaking confused, you're carrying shame on top of it. And shame, one of the heaviest emotions there is. And so the right expert is never going to judge your confusion. They expect it and they plan for it. And they explain without ego. Educate is literally one of the core values of PBJ for that reason. And empathize is a second one because of the other reason. If you've ever felt small asking financial questions, that is a systems problem, not a you problem. And so let's tackle another big one. I feel overwhelmed, my mortgage jargon, and I don't know what actually matters. Here's a secret the industry does not tell you. Most mortgage conversations include way more information than you actually need. Terms get thrown around like APR, points, discount points, buy down points. They can be called any and all of the above. See where it gets confusing? DTI, or they might say debt to income ratio. Escrow accounts, conventional versus FHA versus VA, rate locks, underwriting. All of these are mortgage lingo that you may or may not have an understanding of what it means. And suddenly your brain is like, oh, abort mission, abort mission. I don't want to deal with any of this. Seems hard. But here's the truth. You don't need to understand everything to make a good decision. What you need is the right information in the right order applied to your actual life. And overwhelm is happening when information is dumped on you without context. Options are presented without any sort of guidance or understanding for where you're actually coming from. And responsibility is shifted onto you without any support. And that is not education. That, my dear, is noise. And one of our rules is that clarity comes from sequencing and not from volume. And so what do I mean by that? It means when we give it to you in the correct order, when you can clearly understand, it becomes 10 times easier. And so just like a PBJ, you don't start off the sandwich with, let's discuss the agricultural history of the peanut, do you? No. What do you start with? You start with bread, some peanut butter, some jelly or jam, whatever flavor of your choice. Simple, step by step. And mortgages should work exactly the same way. And one of the other problems that we see a lot is mortgage calculators. They can be a super helpful resource. I get it. And you know the ones, but I've heard it time and time again. I don't trust online mortgage calculators to tell me what I can truly afford. And I'm going to be honest here. Your gut is completely correct. Here's why the calculators create anxiety instead of the confidence they were intended to. They assume perfect scenarios. So they don't understand what's going on with your life. They ignore lifestyle priorities. Maybe what you really care about is making sure that you live in a certain area or that you get to eat out every single day of the week. They don't factor in any emotional comfort. And they absolutely don't explain why the number is what it is. And so when you plug in the numbers and you get a result and think, wait, is that too much or too little? Or am I missing something? and you're unsure, now you're second guessing your entire future based on a box that you entered a few numbers in on the internet. And that is not empowerment. That's roulette. And affordability is not just math. It's cash flow. It's flexibility. It's stress tolerance. It's where your goals are at. It's the seasons of your life. Two people with the same income can have very different right numbers. And that's why a one-size-fits-all tool feels so unsettling. Now we're going to get into the fear of making the wrong decision. And this one, let's be real, it runs super deep. Because the fear here is that I'm scared I'll choose the wrong home loan and regret it for years. And this fear keeps people stuck longer than anything else. Because the decision feels permanent, heavy, unforgiving. And this is what your brain is saying. What if I mess this up and it follows me forever? But here's a reframe most people never hear. Very few mortgage decisions are truly irreversible. Truly. Loans can be adjusted depending on the cut type, refinanced, restructured, revisited as life changes. And so what is damaging is staying frozen because you're trying to guarantee perfection. That's never going to help the situation. Perfection is not required. Alignment is. And alignment comes from understanding your options, knowing your priorities, having a plan, not just a product. Fear doesn't mean you're making a bad decision. It means that you care. And it's super normal, by the way. And caring, when guided properly, leads to better outcomes, not worse ones. So let's talk about why generic advice just doesn't really work. I hear all the time, I'm so tired of generic mortgage advice that doesn't really match my real situation, my real life. Yeah, same. You hear, buy as much house as you qualify for. Always put 20% down. Rates are the only thing that matters. Just refinance later. And those statements might be true for some people, but not for everyone. Generic advice ignores income structure, job stability, family plans, risk tolerance, long-term goals. And when advice doesn't fit your life, your intuition knows it. And that's why it feels wrong. It's why it adds stress instead of relief. And so what we believe is that good advice should feel grounding, not overwhelming. If it leaves you more confused than when you started, it's not the right advice. So the step-by-step plan that you've been craving, let's actually go with this on what you actually need. Because I hear all the time that I need a step-by-step plan and not another overwhelming list. And so here is a super simple framework, no jargon and no pressure. So step one, let's name the emotion. Ask, what about this feels scary? Not what's the interest rate, but what am I afraid of losing? Really. Step two, let's clarify our priorities. Security, flexibility, monthly comfort, long-term growth. And there is no wrong answer, just honest ones. So ask yourself honestly and in earnest. Step three, translate. Don't memorize. You don't need definitions. You need explanations applied to you. Step four, build options, not ultimatums. Multiple paths equal less pressure. Step five, decide with support. Not Google, not your cousin, a guide who explains it without judgment. You need somebody who is truly an expert. And that's it. It's not complicated. It's not chaotic. It's just intentional and aligned with your life. So if you take nothing else from this video, take this. You're not behind, and you are not bad with money, and you are not supposed to be doing this alone. Financial overwhelm doesn't mean that you are failing. It means that you're human. And at PBJ Mortgage, we believe that the process should feel calm, clear, and doable. The crazy circus on the back end, that's our responsibility. You're supposed to be dealing with the simple things, because that's what we're doing here, making mortgage simple, just like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And so if this video resonated, please subscribe to PBJ Mortgage TV. We are here to untangle the overwhelm one simple step at a time, and you've got this. You don't have to figure it out alone.